YouTube. I am Pinstar, and this is Luck Be A Landlord Strategy and Tactics. Yes, I've been playing this game to death, and I've been diving a little bit more into the strategy of it. And it's not just an RNG fest, as it may seem on the surface. Now, that being said, success is not guaranteed every run, but I've been kind of picking the game apart to try and find ways to maximize our chances. So we're going to dive into that today. So let's start a new run. All right, so first goal, 25. Your first set of symbols is pretty static. The only variable is which suit you get. It can be one of the 4 suits. It really doesn't matter because, yeah, it doesn't matter at all. But you always also have a coin, a cherry, a flower, and a cat. So your first spin will always net you 5. Now, there's sort of an order of operations here when it comes to choosing your items. The first type of item you want are self-disposing items, which is none of these. These are all permanent items. These don't get rid of themselves. In fact, the oyster creates more. The oyster early this will give you a boost in the early game, but it will quickly be spitting out pearls faster than you want them to. And unless you get a diver, a single early oyster can cripple your run. No, we want rare synergizers earlier. So the shiny pebble is a good early play because they can help you find your rares. It's no guarantee, but it helps. And it gives you one by itself, too. Okay, now, none of these are self-disposing. The second class is items that get consumed completely. The egg generally does not get consumed because it just turns into new things. The banana does get consumed, but it leaves behind a peel, so it's not really a fully consumed item. The toddler is the next class down, which is a consumer. The toddler can consume candy and piñatas. So, in the absence of anything, you want to take a consumer. We could just skip here, but it's really dangerous to skip too much in the early phases. So we're going to grab the toddler. All right, and there. Boom, item gets consumed. Pearl sticks around, coin sticks around, and later in the game, these are going to be garbage that gums up our board. Candy is just as valuable, but the candy will get eaten by the toddler and get cleaned up. So, and we get some extra value out of that when that happens. So it's worth taking both for, the few spins that the candy might stick around, and then the final spin when the toddler finally finds it. We actually kind of want it to stick around for a little bit. Okay, 2 other heavy permanents. Yes, ore gets destroyed by miners and mining picks and whatnot, but it then leaves behind a permanent unless it's a void stone. And yes, some of these permanents are really, really nice, but there's no guarantee. You might just get a bunch of freaking pearls and shiny pebbles. So in this case, I think I'm going to go with the banana. We can go then find a monkey, and then also the banana peel gets mopped up by thieves, or rather it mops up the thieves. So it eventually will be disposed. It just takes a few extra enablers. All right, there goes the candy and the bonus for the candy. Easily paid. Okay, Lucky Capsule, Self-Disposer, and I really like that early because it can find us a rare, which might find us a combo enabler. Something that plays off of other things, and that can then dictate our choices going forward. And this early on, if you start building a combo with an enabler on the board, you can get yourself a 1 run. So Lucky Capsule, really good. Now, of these, red pepper's really tough to engineer. Watering cans basically useless because seeds give you 1 while they're still seeds anyway, and they pop fast enough on their own. Happy Hour is really good because it turns the alcohol more valuable, and then when that alcohol gets drunk by dwarves, it makes their bonus even higher. So Happy Hour, even if we don't have any alcohol, is worth the take. Oh, are you kidding me? King Midas is really freaking dangerous. Like, alright, now's the time to take him, but we need some enablers for him to make him work, otherwise we will die before that. I'm going to take him because we got him early, and he will fill our board with coins. And we basically don't want to take anything else at this point, besides coins, but we need to look for enablers. Yeah, we're skipping here. There are certain items that will greatly help, and they're not like roulette slot machine items. They're not symbols. They are items. They're like combo items that will help King Midas really turn that into a one run. Triple coins is one. Rusty gear. A couple of the peppers. Okay. No, we don't want Hex of Emptiness. We always want to be offered stuff. Yeah, but we don't want that. This, unfortunately, is not any of those. I'll take Blue Pepper because it'll pay off for a little while until King Midas fills the board. But yeah, we want to keep as much space on the board for coins, so that King Midas can then be next to them and bonus them. But that by itself will not carry us to victory. This is by no means a one run. Normally keys are good early on, but we're getting to the stage where we're filling the board. We'll take the candy so the toddler can eventually find it. I mean, this is going really well. Getting him this early is helpful, but we're not going to scale quickly enough unless we get some helper items. Yeah, none of these are helper items. Barrel of Dwarves is not helpful. Yeah, none of these are... I never skip on the items because they never really do much harm. It's not like they take up room on the board. But yeah, this whole run's kind of gone off the rails here because of King Midas, because he instantly kind of warps your runs here. But we need those helper items or we're dead. Skip them. I mean, we're still keeping our head above ground, but again, we're waiting for these items. Well, yellow pepper helps a little bit, but it's not gonna carry us to total victory here. Our board is definitely going to be full every time, so we're going to get that 2-coin payout each time. Yeah, wealthy capsule because it's self-disposing, and it's worth more than a coin anyway. Nope. You basically can only take self-disposing items here. Or arrows. Arrows can help out. It's not even worth taking the extra coin because, yeah. The board is as full as it's going to be with coins. He's got to stop appearing on the edges and just show up in the middle and just bonus everything. Now, yeah, we have a banana, but we don't have any monkey to eat it, and I'm not going to be even fishing for that, so I'm not going to bother with the thief. Yeah, see, even with all these coins and even with the king paying off like that, we're not getting enough because you need an extra enabler. Lucky capsule, maybe. These are not the things that we need. Well, actually, you know what? 2 King Midases can do even more bonusing of the coins. Granted, they will create coins at a more rate. This is nuts. I've never had double King Midas here. There's so many coins that we haven't seen both of them show up in a single round. Now the real dream is to have 2 of them be close enough to bonus the same coin, because then it becomes a multiplicative. Yeah, like this. But even then, that only pays out 9. That's not even very impressive. I'll take the mega chest because it's worth 3 every time. And if we get like lockpick or something, then we can crack it open. But even that's not a guarantee. We didn't even get any Midas on that. So yeah, Midas. Don't take Midas unless you have one of his enablers. The coins item or the rusty gear. Anything that makes it so that multiples of items pay out more. All right, let's try this again. Back on track here. All right, none of these are disposable. Bear and mouse technically are consumers, but honey is rare, whereas cheese is common. And cheese pays out quite a lot. I like mouse plus cheese for early game, so we're going mouse. All right. Monkey is a consumer, so we grab monkey. All right. Banana peel technically will be wiped out, but we already have a monkey that will make banana peels when we feed it bananas. We could grab a bear. We could also grab a crow. Crow, I don't mind crow. Every 4 turns it gives us 8, but then it does -3 because it actually gives you the +2 on the 4th turn, and then it does a -3 on top of it, so it's only a -1. Crow's actually pretty good, so I'm going to grab crow. And you get something like tax evasion, and it becomes good. You get witches. Or bird synergies, it becomes good. All right, I don't like any of these. I do not like any of these. But at the very least, the egg will eventually become something that's worth 2 when it turns into a chicken. We also might get egg carton. So it's probably the best pick, but I'm still not too excited about it. Okay. Hex of Tedium has its place if you want lots of common things. If you're going cultists, if you're going flowers, if you're going for like spamming out a lot of a common thing, then go Hex of Tedium. That's not where we are right now. And yes, I know, the cheese and the bananas and whatnot to feed to the monkey are all common, but that's not something you want to spam out. Wolf is decent. Now, you want to also look for other, sort of cross synergies. Does Wolf synergize with anything? Not directly. Will it indirectly synergize with something? Maybe Beastmaster? Because monkey and mouse can synergize with Beastmaster. Especially if they eat something on the same turn. It's a bit of a stretch, but we're still early on, and this gives us a solid 2 anyway, so we'll go for that. The other thing we could have gone with symbols, but I'm not a fan of symbols. I don't trust them. They're not cool. I mean, they can pop off and they can be extremely powerful, but the risk reward skews a little bit too far into risk. Green pepper, purple pepper. I like these two. These are better later game. This is 3 of the same symbols anywhere. This is 3 of the same symbols in the same area. Purple pepper is great if you are seriously spamming something like going for flower spam or if we were going with the King Midas in our last game. But green pepper is better a little bit earlier. Now we just want to look for multiples of the same thing. Cultist, you're a little bit late, but I'm willing to go for you because we have something that wants multiples. Obviously, once you take your first cultist, any other cultist you find, you take more cultists. because they become so powerful if you can get a lot of them. And now we actually want to take the hex of the mundane hex to farm up more commons, because cultists are commons. Candy is a consumable, so I'll take it. And we got to be on the market for a toddler. Key is a consumable, because it will consume itself when it finds any of the lockboxes. Likewise, taking the lockboxes are consumables. Another key, we'll eventually find boxes for those keys, and in the meantime, they're paying out 1, which is all we need in the early game. Alright, arrows or fluff. Either of these two are really good. Arrows are good, especially when you have larger base price things, but rabbit fluff, our base price on our items are pretty low, so I think rabbit fluff is the pick, because now we can maybe find our rare synergizer a little sooner. Okay, tax evasion works with the crow, but only once every 4 turns. Grave Robber opens up a whole new class of items as disposable, because urns will destroy themselves, and then the spirits they create will destroy themselves. And thus it becomes a top tier pick. We don't have any dice for reroll, so yeah, Grave Robber is really good, because it just makes a whole new tier of item that you can take. Yeah, crow. Because now we also want multiples to set off the green pepper. I'd normally go for Wealthy Capsule here, but again, we want multiples to set off the green pepper, so 3 crows. And now the green pepper's starting to pay off. There's our first lockbox to get rid of one of the keys and get a nice payoff while we're at it. There's another lockbox to get rid of the other key. Yeah, we have the monkey. We don't even have the thief. I think we skip here. Once you're somewhat full, it's safer to skip. And you really don't want to put permanents on your board that you are going to have a hard time getting rid of later on. It's just a little bit too late for the doll. Although, you know what? No, I think this is about as late as I'm willing to take the doll. Because it doesn't pay out anything initially, but that's still not too bad. We are rocking candy and we'll be in the market for a toddler, so the jack-o'-lantern pays off. Big Symbol Bomb, actually Big Symbol Bomb might be better because we're looking for multiples of things, so we might pick up some more cultists on the way, or at least disposable items to feed things, so I am going to go Big Symbol Bomb, pop it right away. Wine is a consumable with the dwarves. Yeah, no, none of these. Pinata or candy? We don't actually even have the toddler, do we? Oh, no, urn. We need the urn. And then, yeah, Hex of Tedium. Hex of Tedium we want. It pays out 3, and it is more likely for us to get cultists. More urns. Always take the urns when you have Grave Robber. Even if they're not breaking themselves now, they will eventually break themselves. All of these are permanents, none of these synergize with anything, so we skip. There's our first thing. So the spirits they create give you 4. They eventually go away, but again, self-cleaning. Now, 5-sided die doesn't synergize with anything, but its average payout is a 3, which is really good for an uncommon. Average payout, mind you. Dwarf to drink beer and wine. Okay. Nobody plays off the peach, even though it pays out a 2. That's too much of a liability. It's takeable if you have what's it called? The tax evasion, because then the -3 becomes a -2, and it's not as bad. Holy Water also makes it fine because it nullifies the chance for the hex going off. And again, I don't trust the suits, so we're skipping. Happy Hour makes the dwarf better because the dwarf multiplies the value of the things he drinks, and if the base value of them is higher, his multiplier is worth even more. So Happy Hour is absolute. So we'll be looking for any alcohol we can find for multiple reasons. All permanents, and yeah, this could turn into stuff, but it's going to stick around and it might not be worth it. So, and we don't have any honey, so the bear's not worth it. We skip. Trying to keep the board lean is usually a good idea. We still don't have our toddler for the candy. I know we have the one candy, but we don't really have, I mean, we have a couple empty spaces. We'll take the candy. If we were out of empty spaces, then I wouldn't, unless we had the consumer. We don't need any more keys, and we're almost out of empty spaces, so I'm going to skip it. When you have a lot of empty spaces, then absolutely take keys and lockboxes without the other half. Mines I do not trust. It's a rare, yes. It's going to give us 4 ores and then the pick to break them. But even after that, those gems will stick around, and there's no guarantee that there'll be anything better than pearls and shiny pebbles. So, if it was really early on, I'd go for the mine. Well, I mean, we have 5 empty spaces. Alright, fine. We'll take the mine. Against my better judgment. Do we have a mouse? We do have a mouse to eat the cheese, so we take the cheese. We will eventually find it. Urn. Instant take on the urn. Alright, we're doing fine for now. Self-disposing item gives us a plain 10. No reason not to. Ooh! Golden carrot. Yeah, it's a good one. And now that suddenly enables rabbits to be really good. Capsule machine is also really, really good. Because all capsules are self-disposing, and getting their effect twice is just double your pleasure. Normally I'd go for Chemical 7 since it's self-disposing. Do we have other luck? We don't have any lucky 7s, and the wine drunk by a dwarf will pay off even more, especially with Happy Hour in play. Watch this. Bam, 31. Worth all the more. All right, we have a monkey. Do we? Yes, we do. So we can take a thief. We don't have anything to kill the thief right now. But that'll let the thief rack up some points to him, and then we eventually take a banana that yeah, we don't have any really good fruits on the board for the farmer. Normally I'd take him, but our board's already full, or well, almost full. So it's not like we can, if we got an early farmer, then we could start aggressively taking fruit. But at this point, it's not gonna really work out for us. I mean, I guess we could take fruit because the monkey will eat the coconuts, and the bananas. And everything else will just stick around. But nope. I like the wine better, because it's disposed and gives us a bigger payoff. Capsule, it's always good. Alright, our egg finally became a chicken, and that's great until it starts laying eggs. Because then we get a bunch of one shots back on the board. We'll take the coconut half, it's worth 2, and the monkey will like it. Wine is a better payoff than the coconut, though. Alright, emerald. Straight up pretty good. There's also something to be said for the Hex of Destruction, because if you are rocking a board that has no, like, linchpins, like if there's no, like, ultra important symbol, and you just have a bunch of fluff on here, you actually might want to take the Hex of Destruction just to help you clean up. I'm actually going to take the Hex of Destruction because I'm counting on it to hit a few things. Well, we're gonna have an egg producer, so frying pan actually might work. Because that could turn them into... yeah, see, it just killed our lone cultist. We have not seen any other cultists, so the fact that our lone cultist that was just kind of gumming up the board got iced by the Hexa Destruction was actually something we really wanted. Voidstone, self-disposing. Still need to find a toddler to get rid of some of this candy. But, nope, wine. More wine. It's good while it's on the board, and it's good when the dwarf drinks it. Chef is more valuable than that, especially if we're going to start getting omelets. Yeah, I'm going to take the chef. I just hope he doesn't get hit by the destruction. And now we got Miss Fruit. Now we've got a combo going, and now I regret taking the Hexa Destruction, because now we have some key combo pieces. So now we start taking fruit aggressively. I mean, I'm not going to... oh, but the Silver Arrow. Silver Arrow! Arrows, especially the higher tier arrows, will trump a lot of things. Even though the wine's really good. Void Creature for self-disposing. Not enough gems to make the Dame worth it. Plum is going to be... Plum and... we'll go for plum because 2 people like the plum. The chef can cook it, and then Miss Fruit can eat it. Bartender spits out that. Mega Chest is also really good, but then we'd have to go fishing with the key. If we had a lockpick, I'd go Mega Chest, but Bartender works out a little better. Oh man. Yeah, we're not going to Flower Belt, so we don't need the sun. A sun, clear sky, and a flower build can go insane. My highest score on Endless was done with that combo. But we're not going flowers, and it's too late for that. I don't trust flush, so 4-leaf clover, absolutely. Yeah, it doubles up the alcohol too. I like Chef much better than Farmer, unless you're going flower build. We go peach. See, now these fruits are disposable. I do not take... if you don't have Miss Fruit... no, actually, the watermelon, Miss Fruit is too valuable. Miss Fruit will not eat the watermelon, but the chef can cook the watermelon and double it up. And it's already worth a 4, so it's definitely worth taking there. Still need to find a toddler. And a banana to get rid of our original thief. You know what? I'll take another thief because we just gonna try to aggressively take bananas so we can get peels. Plum. Item capsule. Self-disposing and can get you some good combo pieces. That's not the case here, but that's all right. We can try again with item capsule. Yep, chef cooked the plum. That doubles that up. I'm not taking another thief. I'm going with the orange. Blue pepper. Too late on the blue pepper. Alright, apple is good, although Miss Fruit won't eat it. Farmer will even further combo things here. Yeah, why not? Because they can double those up. We don't have any rabbits, do we? We have that they have that golden carrot. Triple coins technically makes our 1 coin better. And we don't have anything that ticks on the checkered flag, so we'll take triple coins. See, yeah, doubling that 4 up to an 8 is pretty good. Wine, because the chef can cook with it. And the dwarf can drink it. And it's worth more base anyway. Golden egg, because the chef can cook with it. Although we did get the mouse and ninja combo. We're starting to bloat a little here. So the chances of them winding up next to each other are minimal, so I'm going golden egg. Oh, there goes our monkey. Huh. Well, yeah, well, maybe the Hexa Destruction will take out one of the thieves. Or we'll just find a natural... yeah, none of these are... These are all permanents that don't synergize. I really needed that monkey. At this point, I'd be willing to take a bounty hunter if one shows up just to smack these thieves. Normally, I am not a fan of the bounty hunter because I think it's better to kill thieves with banana peels. But since we have 2 thieves that really need killing, the bounty hunter would probably be worth their weight and worth the space. More item capsules. Ah, there we go. Rusty gear. That's the other thing that would have saved our Midas run. Yeah, we're pulling it a little close. We're getting towards the end here. Actually, speak of the devil. Now we have the gear. We have triple coins, and we have Midas. Welcome back, man. Welcome the heck back. You're not going to be quite as potent because our board's already full. A Midas bomb would be quite nice here. And Midas needs to kind of show up to actually do his thing. Do we have grave robbing? Not this round. Chemical 7 then. Yeah, so with Midas and the triple things, the coin by itself is worth that much, 9. And when he spits out more coins, alright, Diver's another good combo enable, but not for us now. We're not going flower strats. We do not want Hex of Draining. We skip. I guess we go Wealthy Capsule here. Really want a Bounty Hunter. Because these thieves are just huge hordes of money waiting for us to take them. And there's the omelet. More omelets, jeez. And these are more because these 3 coins were in a row because of the rusty gear. So now you can see how crazy it can get. We're skipping. Because we have so many other good things gumming up the board here. Alright, we just barely made rent. We're gonna... The General. I'm gonna bring out the freaking General because he kills everybody. And while I don't want to kill King Midas, actually I kind of do. Because the coins, he made plenty of coins. Swear jar's never going to pay off. Watering can's useless. We pizza the cat for our 1 cat. There goes our chicken. Actually, that's good. Because I do not want it pooping out eggs. Lucky capsule. Ooh, all right. I think he smacked a thief. How much? Yeah, 70 gold. He smacked one of the thieves. You're useless almost. You're worth a base of 3, and we do have technically 1 flower that you could bump into. So, I guess welcome to the team. Bartender, we'll take you. You might get smacked by the General, but that's okay. Oh, King Midas is about to get smacked by the General, and there goes the bartender. But that's okay. King Midas did what he needed to do. He made me some coins with the triple coin. Void Creature might get smacked by the General. Do we have any good gems for the Dame to maybe play off of before the General finds her? No, we'll just item capsule. Need you to hit that thief, General. We'll take the wine. Take the chemical 7, because once that goes off, it'll pay off. Wealthy capsule. We still need our monkey back, and the general does not kill the monkey. Alright. Last round. 777 is the final payment of the game. Alright, so bees, we don't have the flowers to do that. We don't have the bears to make use of the honey. I do not want red. We want silver arrow. I generally try to keep it to no more than 2 or 3 arrows, regardless of their rarity, because if you get too many more, they will start pointing to each other. Aha! Shrine is fantastic with the general, because he kills people and then they turn into ghosts. Yep, there we go. Who was it that he killed? Was that not taking those without a monkey. Yeah, he killed another one of our bartenders. I didn't even realize we had 2 bartenders. You gotta kill this veteran thief with 29 thefts on him. That will be a run winner by itself. We can pick up the plum. Miss Fruit is still alive. She's evaded the smackdown. Spirit to self-disposal. Alright. Now I have hit my limit on arrows. I will not take any further arrows. Hey! It killed our one suit, which has been garbage this whole time. Buffing Capsule is really good late game to get that extra burst of income. That was a pretty good one. I will be disappointed if we don't smack that thief before the end of the game, because that would be one epic payoff. Yeah, no more arrows, no more chefs. Well, I guess we could take him because the general might just eat him. Hey, got rid of a pearl, a useless pearl. See, this is why I generally don't mind the Hex of Destruction, because it can make it can clean up the garbage. Now, granted, it can also kill your combo piece in a tragic manner. Take the watermelon. Well, that thief eluded capture, but it doesn't matter. We have enough to pay off. There we go. So yeah, you've reached the end of the early access version. Congratulations! This time your landlord was made into soup. Our chefs put it to work, and the general was the customer. So, if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent, your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar, signing out. See ya!